rob a bank for? What did West die for? What did I shoot somebody for?
Deborah Winger is an FBI agent who gets in over her head when she goes undercover on a case and falls for Tom Berenger in the new thriller named Betrayed.
The first movie is called Betrayed, and although it is overloaded with politics, we do follow the story based on another strong performance by Deborah Winger as an FBI agent sent into the Farm Belt to infiltrate a gang of white supremacists plotting to kill blacks and Jews and FBI agents and just about every officer of the federal government. Winger pretends to be a farm worker where she meets good-looking Tom Berenger, who turns out to be a ringleader of the group, as she discovers when he takes her out on a hunting party, and she's stunned at what's being hunted. Shut up.
Jordy.
Before the hunt, Winger had fallen for Berenger, a widower and a Vietnam vet, but she is repulsed now, and sneaking away from town, Winger meets her FBI superiors and tells them she wants off the case.
You have to go back in.
No, I can't go back in.
I need you to link them with Krause. You're the only one who can do it.
How could I even look at him again?
She does stay on the case, and she returns to her motel room. Winger confronts Berenger. He doesn't know her true identity, but he does know that she didn't like that hunt.
You come back because you love me? Because if you do, I need to know. Say it. Please say it.
I love you.
She's very good in that scene, showing her repulsion at having to be with this man physically, who she thinks is now scum, but she also is dismayed that, as an FBI and a professional, that she couldn't read it. Very good scene. Evil in Betrayed, however, grows beyond the killing of a single black man to portray a nationwide network of people bent on overthrowing our government and killing lots of people. Such groups do exist, but Director Konstantin Konstagavras, I think, just gets carried away with the portrayal here. The film, I think, is at its best when the drama is small and violent and personal between Winger and Berenger. That is when Betrayed is compelling. When it gets into its full-blown conspiracy, I think the director loses control of the material. So a marginal thumbs up for me.
Well, it gets a thumbs down for me, even though, of course, it is based on a real case, and that's the murder of Alan Berg, that
the initial
talk show
case,
host
yeah.
in Denver, yes. So we know that groups like this exist. And one of the most fascinating things for me in the movie was the complicated way in which it shows why Tom Berenger psychologically needs a group like this and why he can be a nice guy and attract her and fall in love with her and nevertheless be a murderer. But there were two things I didn't like about the movie. The first one was that hunt scene that you showed. That was a vile, racist scene. It was much too strong to belong in a movie like this, which is basically just a Hollywood entertainment. It made me very, very uncomfortable
well, it's
to watch.
To
and I know, but it made me uncomfortable in the wrong way. That kind of thing should not be included as entertainment. It just doesn't qualify.
I don't think it's entertainment, right? I think the film is. I think that scene was very effective then for you, because I'm sure it's supposed to disturb you. Who wouldn't it? What else is its intent but to disturb you?
Well, I mean, if this were some kind of a really serious movie that was making an indictment of our system, then it could be in there. But it's not. It's a Hollywood star picture, let's face it.
I don't think so.
And the tip-off to that is the fact that the plot is so shamelessly manipulated, especially with that ludicrous FBI agent played by John Hurt, who was always turning up at the wrong place at the wrong time, saying the wrong thing, and doing his best to get her discovered so that she can be in danger so that we can be excited. That manipulation, plus the scene of the black man being hunted, for me, it's a turn-off, a thumbs down.
Well, you can have legitimate questions about the John Hurt character, but the other scene you're reading completely wrong. That's the whole intent of the movie. Winger's performance you didn't even mention. I think she's
I'll mention it. It's a great performance.
Okay.
I loved her performance, but to me, I mean, great performances can happen in movies that are unworthy of them, and this is a case of that.
No, it isn't.
We had a split decision on the thriller Betrayed. We liked the performances, but I have big objections to a couple of scenes. One thumb up, one down.
And I liked parts of Deborah Winger performance in Betrayed, and I think that's enough to recommend that film.